There comes a moment in your life when you know now is the time. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when someone else gives you permission. Now, I have personally walked through fire. I have waited for people to recognize the call on my life. I've battled every kind of excuse of maybe later. And at some point, I made a decision that I was going to step forward or I could keep waiting for a sign. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your sign and this is your moment. There comes a time when we stop asking for permission and just start moving. And this is that moment. And if you've been watching me all month, hearing these messages, feeling it stirring in your spirit, but something has held you back, I know the feeling. I've been there. I've stood on the edge of my breakthrough wondering, am I really ready? Can I really step out? What if I fail? What if people don't recognize what's inside me? But let me tell you something, and I've learned it the hard way. Your calling is not dependent upon someone else's approval. Your breakthrough is not waiting for another confirmation. The only permission you need is what's already been given you by God. Romans 8:28 says, God works all things together for good. But here's what we forget. He's not just working in the background. Sometimes he's waiting for us to say yes. I want to talk to you about what it really means to step into a life by design vibrantly. Not a life of hesitation, not a life of waiting, not a life, but a life that flows in divine authority. So let me take you back a little bit in time. There was many times in my life that I could have let bitterness, frustration stop me from walking in my calling. I knew without a doubt that God had placed something deep in my heart, and I'm still discovering it, but no one really recognized it. I wasn't being called up. I wasn't being invited to the table. I wasn't be giving the support that I thought I needed. And I had two choices. I could sit in frustration, waiting for people to see me, or I could step out and trust God that He had already qualified me. Now, I'm not going to lie. There was a moment when I thought, I'll just wait on the Lord. Maybe it's not my time. Maybe I need more preparation. But that waiting wasn't faith, it was fear disguised as wisdom. Somebody listening, maybe it's you who needs to hear this today. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It really doesn't exist. Stop waiting for other people to validate what God has already spoken over you. Stop waiting for certainty when God is calling you to trust. I had to move first, and so do you. There was a moment in my life when I had to make that decision, and I had to let go of those frustrations and anger that was building in me because I knew there was more. My calling is never dependent on someone else's validation. It did come. I did receive the validation, but it came after I took action, not before. We want everything to fall into place. We want all the puzzle pieces and know exactly what it's going to look like when God is calling us to trust and just take action. I stopped asking for permission and started saying yes to God, even when no one else was clapping. Not with arrogance and not with an attitude, but with meekness, going, I'm going to do what God's called me to do, no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone thinks, and not even listening to my own self doubt, but putting what God had said above all of it. So, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the right mentor, the right leader to give you a green light for your purpose? Are you waiting for a spouse or a friend to finally understand your dreams? Are you waiting for life to get easier so that you can obey what God has already told you? Stop waiting. God works all things for good who are called according to his purpose. Your rejection was redirection. Your delays were development. Your struggles were spiritual training because nothing is wasted. Not one tear, not one sleepless night, not one season of feeling like you're in a desert. Nothing is wasted. So why do we wait? Why do we wait hoping someone will approve me? And fear keeps whispering, maybe later. And it keeps us small. I know this for a fact. Every delay, every closed door, every struggle that you faced was a training ground. Every season where you felt unseen, God saw you and was refining you. Every failure you thought would break you, it was building your resilience. And at some point, preparation must turn into action. And today I'm standing in that gap for you. I'm calling you forward with all that is within me because I know what's on the other side of yes. It is one of the reasons why God downloaded to me the Life by Design program 2.0. It's not just another program. It's just not a thing to work on. It is a enabling, empowering program to teach you spiritual intelligence so you can take the visions in your heart and put them into reality. It's a place where transformation happens. If you're feeling that tug and you know it's time to start circling the mountain, if you're done with waiting for someone else to push you forward, this is your moment. The link is wherever you find me talking. Join me. I only have a few spots open. I don't want you to miss it. Say yes to yourself. Your future is waiting on you. And remember, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. Join me and unlock everything God has for you. Schedule a call with me today and find out what is possible. Father, I thank you that nothing in our life is wasted. Every struggle, every disappointment, every no from people has preparing us for the yes you have already spoken over our life. Give us the boldness to stop waiting for permission and step into this calling with meekness, humility, and confidence in you. Let us trust that you are working all things for good. I speak breakthrough. I speak clarity. I speak courage over every person watching this in Jesus' name. Don't wait. Schedule a call and see what God can do when you say yes. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.